Hello guys, back to a tutorial again. In the last video, we implemented the play or pause button and the next button. In this video, we're going to implement the back button. In order to implement the back button, we need to consider some of the constraints. The first one is, we already declared that if a song finished playing, we need to increase the index by 1. So, when we come here in the back button, when we click the back button, we need to go back by one position. But in order to do that, we need to decrease the count by 2. We can do that simply by minusing count by 2. And still we have problems, two more problems. The first one is when we are at the index 0 and we need to go back one position, that is we need to go back to the last index. Here in this case, I already mentioned we have 7 songs and the last index here is the index number 6. So if I want to go back to index number 6, I need to minus the maximum count of array by 1. Here what happens is, here the count, it will become increased automatically, it will get increased by 1, and when it comes here it will try to minus by 2. So 1 minus 2, probably we will end up in an error. So in order to avoid, I will directly declare if count is equal to 1. Here the count will become 1. So when the count becomes 1, we need to set the count as array dot count, that is the maximum value of an array, the maximum value of array, and we need to minus it by 1 in order to reach the last index. And the next one is, suppose we are standing at the last index of the array. In this case it is the 6, and I want to go back by one position, that is going to be index number 5. Here what happens is, the count, it will become increased by 1, that is count becomes 7. When the count becomes 7, it is the array count. What happens here is, as we declared before, when count is equal to array dot count, the count will become reset, that is it will become number 0, it will become 0, the count will become 0. So when count becomes 0, you can check here, it will try to minus by 2, again it is a crash. So in order to avoid that, we will declare this one also directly. We will declare if count is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, we will set the count as array dot count minus 2. It will point to the second last element of the array. Sorry. I will delete this one. I will delete this one also. Okay, now it's time to implement our play function inside this next button. If count is equal to 1, and I will add here else if, and this one is going to be inside else block. Okay, and I will add a do statement here because we are going to implement the player. Else count is going to be minus 2. Okay, now it's time to implement the player. Try player is equal to AV audio player, same like before. Contents of URL array dot count minus. and play function. We will also display our image. Before we play the song, we will stop the player once. Okay, so here we implemented our back button. Yeah, we need to implement a cat block. That's it. And as soon as uh, we finish playing the one song, we need to detect that one. In order to do that, we will add a audio player did finish block playing line of code player true. Okay, clicking next button, sorry, back button, you can see it's going back properly, no errors. But the images, there is some problem in images. So guys, see you in next episode. Thanks for watching.